What's up, guys?
Did you watch that movie without us?
What movie?
You know, the movie.
I didn't watch any movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who said anything about Jake Gyllenhaal?
You shouldn't have watched that movie without us. Poor baby.
I need to know everything you know about the Winter Hill Gang, and specifically what you know about your former boss and now fugitive, James Whitey Boulder. Well, let's start.
Hey guys, I'm Jaren,
Nohea.
Benedict.
and this is your review on...
Black Mass.
In the beginning, Jim was a small-town player. He's a very smart, disciplined man. Take your shot, but make it your best, because I get up, I eat you.
What did we think about the movie?
It was alright.
I thought the movie was okay. It was well shot. I thought the music was nice. Very moody.
Great acting. Very
Great
good
acting. A lot of a really great cast.
It had so many people in it. You're
So
like,
many people.
oh, you're in it too?
But
Shit.
it was also very slow.
If you like slow-paced movies, you can watch it. But if not, don't watch it because you probably get bored. Somebody fell asleep.
Great perspective. I didn't care for the script as much as I thought I would. Great performances. I mean, kept me going.
I think Black Mass kind of falls under the same stigma that most true story movies
under.
kind of fall under. It's like you have like a good story going, but then like every now and then you have to fill the gaps with like all kinds of boring stuff that leads to other things that are more exciting. And then ultimately at a certain point you're kind of like, okay, where's this going?
And I felt like it kind of noticed that it like cut to a scene, cut to a scene, cut to a scene, and you're just like, wait, what?
Is this
Just stick
relevant?
with something.
Like at all?
Yeah, like I didn't feel like it flowed too well.
I agree.
Cause at some points then like they show one shot and then all of a sudden bam we're at another shot and then you're just like
Yeah.
oh
I mean,
okay.
it's nice to have like a little bit of relevancy, you know, here and there.
And I felt like the ending was just kind of like, it just ended. There was no payoff. I mean, that's what you get with the true story thing, like you mentioned. I mean, like, they weren't gonna go all Hollywood and like, you know,
The big
final
shootout.
shootout or anything,
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't like that.
I did like the way it ended with like explaining what happened to everybody. I thought that was like I mean, it's cliche. A lot of
typical.
true stories movies do that all the time.
Then you end
Case
up
in
reading.
point, Pain and Gain.
Yeah,
Or
that's what
But like, I think the difference is, whereas Pain and Gain kind of was like a little bit fun throughout, Black Mask took a lot of time to be like really like overtly serious.
and then kind of build
up
to
and then
what was happening.
Yeah. Although I did think it was really weird because at the ending didn't Johnny Depp's like silhouette kind of look like an old Asian man?
yeah, he did.
No, yeah,
With all the white.
They showed him getting caught in.
I'm like, was that Johnny Depp at all?
I was like, is that Johnny Depp or is that just some old Asian man that they said, hey, just like walk here and get arrested?
yeah, it
They
kind of.
called the wrong man.
Maybe they thought that they're like, let's add this in. By the way, he's not here. You, buddy.
Well, I'm
you
glad
can
they
do it.
answered that question because the way they ended it off, I thought he disappeared and was never seen from again. I don't know any of the story of
Whitey.
Whitey. Yeah.
And the next thing you know, he's a damn kingpin. You know why? Because the FBI let it happen.
I grew up with Jimmy and his brother Billy, the senator, and that is a bond that doesn't get broken. Your brother is wading into some very dark waters. Jimmy's business is Jimmy's business. We all need friends. Even Jimmy. Even you.
Here, as far as Oscar contenders go, I mean, it'll definitely take home the makeup kind
Makeup
of thing.
was brilliant. I mean, like the way Johnny Depp's features were just so, I don't know, his features look so good.
I remember when I watched the trailer, I thought that Johnny Depp looked a lot like Ray Liotta.
Yeah,
But when I was
yeah.
watching the movie, I didn't really think that.
yeah, you really kind of,
It was different.
yeah.
I don't know if they like did some like kind of like touch up, you know, post movie to make him less Ray Liotta-esque, but
He was very Depp.
yeah, he was Depp enough.
Yeah.
Benedict. Hi, Benedict.
I wanted more Benedict Cumberbatch for some strange reason in Black Mass. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad he didn't die, but I felt like the fact that he didn't die in this movie.
Well,
I felt like he was gonna get killed.
the person didn't die.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like as far as like the movie goes, like thinking that he might get killed
I'm
in this
surprised
movie.
more of the main cast wasn't killed off.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
too. I thought somebody was gonna get whacked during.
Which is why I kind of thought that the whole interview, the interjections of the interview was almost purposeless, because I was
Well,
like,
that's kind of how you knew that people were safe.
yeah, but then and then like I was like, okay, so everyone's gonna die except for these guys who are getting like interviewed.
No, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And so,
I thought, well, I mean, especially since nobody know. Well, I'm sure there's some people who are watching the movie and they knew what happened and what would happen.
if they knew about
Yeah.
the stories versus us who didn't.
Yeah, we didn't know anything
We
about
walked
it.
in clueless, so.
Yeah.
But apparently,
Us.
from what I was reading up on, is that Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Apparently, hit that person. He was, the inspiration for a lot of like big gangster films.
Yeah, I read about that too.
Like the 80s,
80s and
90s. So what movies did he really inspire? Because a lot of the movies that I can think of predate him.
The Departed. I kind of
You think
thought
The Departed?
I thought Jack Nicholson when like the whole informant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like I was seeing a little bit of Jack Nicholson in The Departed because of the way of getting away with crimes, and he's like this, his
we
own
are
mob
looking it
boss.
I can help you, Jimmy, and you can help me. It's an alliance. We'll get the FBI to fight our boss, and we do whatever we want to do. The success. Just getting started.
I saw a little bit of Scarface influence, which was kind of interesting. But I think that's just Depp's performance, really. Mm-hmm. But as far as, like, I guess gangster movies go, I mean, it does kind of have, its sort of style that I think Martin Scorsese would be proud of. Even though the script didn't really flow at its best, I did feel that, Depp was ferocious. The whole, the movie felt very absorbing and riveting. Benedict Cumberbatch did pretty good with
His
Boston accent.
Somebody said he had a better accent than they did, and
Than most of the other characters.
Than most of the. Because that's Benedict for you.
That is true.
You got
No,
shit done.
I heard it better from him than I did with Dakota Johnson, the wife of Johnny Depp, who was like,
What happened to her? She
I
just
thought
she just up and left. Like after the kid died, I felt like she just up and left.
I thought he killed her like that.
that's what I thought.
That
too.
he was gonna look like he was
Kinda
gonna kill her
kill her.
because what happened.
But that scene just never popped up.
Yeah.
No.
But like you said, the movie does go scene by scene and never really kind of.
It doesn't flow as kind of
it doesn't
good
flow.
as.
Like sometimes I was literally just waiting for the violence that we already seen in the trailer. Like, when is that violent scene gonna come up? Oh, there it is.
The best scene in the movie was the one where he kills Peter Sarsgaard.
I thought he was gonna have a really big role, and that was it.
That was it. We're done.
Boom!
Jump to the sky for my people. I walk through the
Oh, just play this.
love when it's
Making a fool of the bureau.
tell me
We're
not
in
to
too deep.
complain about my
And he
money.
knows it.
Come around me telling me I changed.
God help us.
Good acting, good makeup. It could have flowed a little better.
Yeah.
But very slow pace. But it is a true story, so they kind of are. To me, it reminded me of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Good movie. I mean, well, not a good movie, but slow paced movie, good actors, whatnot.
A
but
sizzling slow burn.
it's very seasoning slow burn.
I'm mostly drawing parallels from Pain and Gain.
Yeah, no, I
But
can see
I think
why.
Pain and Gain is overall the more enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Because it had more comedy.
Well, see,
to it.
I see.
It was kind of quick paced throughout. It really didn't really allow you to have time to really, settle down. There was a lot of shit happening, and the movie goes out of its way to remind you that all this shit is all true.
True story.
Yeah.
No matter how funny.
With this kind of story, you can kind of believe some of the things that are happening because it's just like you're in your typical gangster film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can believe that he's gonna be abusing the FBI and his because of that his rise to power. You can imagine him killing off people because they snitched. You can imagine him killing off people and just because it benefits him. just, you know, too believable for that to happen because we've already seen it before.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that it's nothing really new, you know?
No, it's not.
Yeah. You really just watch this movie for the performances. You really don't watch it for like a good story or like a really good script. It's just
The performances
Johnny.
are nice.
It's the actors.
Yeah.
It's the actors. It should have been, I think, a little bit more trimmed down because it was 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Something.
About 2 hours.
and
Yeah,
18
I was
minutes
kind of
or
like
something.
fidgeting in my seat. I'm like, okay.
I don't know about
I'm
you
looking at
guys,
my
but
phone.
the whole last half of the movie felt super repetitive. I don't know
It
about
did.
you. It's like, oh, what did you tell the FBI? I didn't tell them nothing. Die. What did you tell the FBI? I think I'm
Nothing.
getting arrested. What are we gonna do? It's like that was everybody. Everybody was starting to do that, and like I was like, ugh, there's like paranoia on end. And then right when you're ready to pull the plug, it just goes. You know?
Yeah, it just kind of ends.
It just kind of ends.
It's like, oh, and then tells it where everybody is. And it's kind of interesting that 2 of them are, like, you know, out and about.
Yeah.
Because they did their time.
I mean, even Goodfellas had a better flow than that.
I think you kind of get a little bit more leeway when it's not a true story.
Yeah. I guess it's only because you can only go so Hollywood to lean into like the audience's, you know, I guess attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's final grade?
B?
B minus.
B.
B.
How come no one has nailed Whitey Bulger? He seems to be involved in every crime in the city, and yet the Bureau keeps saying he's clean.
Well, what's Bulger done?
What's he done? Everything.
And again, I'm Jaren,
Nohea.
I'm Jayme.
and this was your review on
Black Mass.
I'm not the trash can, not the last man at the finish line now.
You cannot say that to me.
The block that you can just follow and push around. I'm not the
Changing job.
in the haystack that you finally found. This ain't no free rent, come up with your 10 year time it down.
If he gives me his word, he will keep it.
Oh, oh, till it's gone. Oh, oh, till it's gone.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh, brah! You should not watch that movie!
What's a fucking movie?
Couldn't hear you, Jamie.
Shut up.
Voice. I'm just an old lady.
I'm just an old lady. There's a lot of old people.
We're doing
in
a
that
review
film.
for Black Mass, not The Visit.
Black Mass.
Did you see Black Ass?
I said Black Mass. Got this shit.
Look at. I wish I had my phone.
Wait.
Is vagina spelled with a G or a J?
Jay. Alright, hurry up.
Ah, fuck you.
Ah!
It's
Yeah.
not reflecting.
It's not my phone. It's something. Put your phones down.
No.
Is that a fucking plane interrupting me?
What am I supposed to do? Touch it? Die.
Pretty much.
You were just saying. Gets people sent away. Just saying. Got me a 9-year stretch in Alcatraz, you understand? So, just saying. Can get you buried real fucking quick.
Bitch, I'm the proof. The devil is alive. The devil is alive.